Today I'm here to speak to you on hair. Relaxed hair, perm hair, natural hair, all hair. My first thing, just to give you a little background on myself before I go into hair. I'm 31 years old. I have two beautiful children. I've been natural now 4 years, but before then I was relaxed. I swayed back and forth. Probably this is my fourth time, and at the time I was military. So while in the military, I kept going back and forth because natural wasn't a big thing in 2001, 2002. So when I decided to take my journey, military didn't like it. So I ended up cutting it off, and then the relaxers weren't working for me because of all the shots they were giving us, and then I also was taking contraceptives, and my body wasn't agreeing to it. So therefore, regardless of me being healthy, it counteracted with the health of my hair, and my hair ended up coming totally out. So that's when I first took my journey on becoming natural. In my hair, in the week when the war on terror began, we had to take all these different shots before we got ready to go to Afghanistan. And about 2 weeks to a month, I switched up my contraceptive, went from the shot to the pill. I lost all my hair in 3 weeks' time. So that's what made me start my natural journey. And from there, I had to learn my hair. So what I'm going to discuss with you today is your hair, whether it's relaxed or natural. But before you even get to natural, you have to learn before you get to relaxed, you have to learn your natural hair. With African Americans, our hair comes in so many different textures. Some is curly, some is straight curly, some have multiple textures. So we have to learn our hair. Our hair, for one, is like a sponge. We lack moisture, so we have to put moisture in our hair, whether it is relaxed or natural, ladies. Without moisture, it will break. Also with your hair, you are what you eat. And I know the speaker before, she was speaking to you on healthy eating. What you put in affects your skin, it affects your nails, it affects your hair. For different women and different ladies have different health issues, or our bodies are different, our hormones are different. So that also affects our hair, our skin, and our nails. Anything that's going on inside your hair, your skin, and nails will reflect it first. So if you have any issues, itching, whether it's thinning, whether it's shedding, your hair is going to tell you first. Going through my natural journey, I had to change up. I call myself a health fanatic, but even with my eating, I had to pay attention to consuming certain foods, do certain things to my body. So you have to learn your body first before you go into account, of taking care of your hair. Once you learn your body, you have to assess also if your body is vitamin deficient, because vitamin deficient also plays a part on your hair as well. If you're deficient in iron, you'll have hair loss and thinning and shedding. If you're deficient in your vitamin A or your vitamin B, you'll have slow growth. Deficient in your biotin also will cause slow growth. So you have to eat healthy in order for your hair to grow the way that it should grow. If you're taking medications, for one, blood pressure medications, if you're diabetic, also thyroid issues can cause hair loss, it can cause thinning, and most African American women, from my assessment as a stylist, your thinning will be in the crown. With thyroid issues, thinning, it actually can be all over, but in most issues I've seen from your sides, your nape, and also in the crown. So you want to, any medications, whether it's a pain reliever, please read your side effects, because it can take part on how your body reacts to it. Everybody's body reacts differently to different medications, whether it's birth control, whether it's hormones, whether it's for women who are conceiving or having children, even epidurals or You know, those medications, they also play effect on you as well. If you've had a cesarean, it takes a year and a half for that medication to wear out of your body. So again, you will see that in your hair. Some women, they may have postpartum where their hair, it thins after having a baby. Some women, their hair grows, some women doesn't. So it changes from person to person. My second thing, your water consumption as well. Plenty of water. I'll take you back to sitting in 8th grade, your science class, from cell development, your mitosis, your meiosis. This takes apart from everything, whether it's exercising, eating, you know, healthy hair, that plays a part. If you lack water, your body is dehydrated, so it is not working as it should. It can't produce new cells at night. When we sleep, that's when our body works to fight against immunities. That's when it redevelops cells. If you lack eating, you know, healthy nutrition and drinking plenty of water, then your body slows down. So today, I have different models here today to show you something quick, simple styles that you can do at home and be in the mirror 15 minutes and get out and go. Or if you decide I'm going to wrap my hair up while I'm running, and when I get home, for some, they like to work out on their lunch break. So if you decide to work out on your lunch break, I will show you today something you can do for 15 minutes and get back to work and you still look professional. Does anyone know what hair is made of? What's the protein? Okay, so protein in our food is what? What is protein in our diet?
What types of food?
Mm-hmm.
What did you eat?
Okay. My reason for asking you this, because if your hair is made out of protein, then your diet has to consist of a normal amount of protein in order to produce healthy hair. And I know some of you may not want to wear a bun this big because she's a little bit younger, so it's bad for her. But this was quick and simple, and I'll get her to walk around. First one is salmon, and salmon is high in your omega-3s. So a high diet of salmon will promote hair growth. The best thing, it enhances your hair and your skin. The omega-3 is good for your skin and also good for your hair. The fatty acids in the salmon, they help maintain a healthy scalp, preventing dryness, which can cause hair to appear dull and lifeless. Avocado is another food that promotes healthy hair. Your avocado is also rich in your omega-3s as well. And enough of avocado in your diet gives your hair a luster or the silky look. Pumpkin seeds, and I found this interesting because I just found this out today myself. But pumpkin seed is an excellent source of zinc and vitamin A, which helps strengthen your hair. So if you have thin hair, brittle hair, then pumpkin seed will be a food that you can include in your diet to eliminate that problem. Your next one is cucumbers. Cucumbers are loaded with silicone, and silicone is one of the things that our body produces as well that causes luster and shine in our hair. Your strawberries, they are rich in fiber and also in vitamin C and biotin. And biotin is one of the number, besides protein, biotin is what the body produces to cause the hair to grow. Shiitake mushrooms. They're high in your B vitamins. Your B complex vitamins are also part of the biotin, which also promote hair growth as well. And then your dark greens, such as your collard greens, your mustard greens, your spinach, they also promote hair growth. And it states that the components in the spinach or your dark greens it promotes the scalp's natural production of oil. And with African Americans, our scalp doesn't produce as much oil. The difference between a Caucasian or an Asian, their scalp produce oil on a regular basis or a higher amount than ours. Where there's for 2 or 3 days, it takes a week or two for ours to produce the same amount of oil. So that's why you can't shampoo your hair as much, because you strip away the natural oils in the hair, causing excessive dryness, or it'll cause the scalp also to be excessively dry. The next food is oysters. And I'm not a big fan of oysters, but I guess you can eat them cooked or charbroiled instead of raw, but it says raw. Oysters are heavy in zinc. Also, your nuts and your brown rice and your beef and like lamb is also high in zinc as well. Your next food is radishes. And of course, radishes are spicy, and that's not on my favorite food list either. But it's high in vitamin C. And the vitamin C, it helps to build stronger strands, hair strands. And the reason why you want to build stronger hair strands, for those that relax their hair, the relaxer breaks down the chemical bond of the hair. If you lack the vitamins or the nutrients that you need, then your hair is already weak. And when you apply a chemical relaxer to the hair and it breaks the chemical bond down, when you either flat iron or you attempt to braid, it makes the hair weak. Your hair it has elasticity. So your elasticity is 50% of the length. Your hair is supposed to be able to stretch out at least 50% of its length. So if you lack the nutrients that you need to have a healthy strand of hair, it won't stretch out. Before you even get to that 50%, it's going to pop. So with you relaxing your hair, that breaks the chemical bond down. Coloring your hair, it breaks the chemical bond down. So of course it makes the hair strand unhealthy if your body is already unhealthy. So that's important to those who wear relaxers as well. These are things, it's important for natural and for relaxed clients.